What's good, everybody? Holla at your midnight. I should put a hat on because I look a goddamn mess. Anyway, so I come to you with my top 10 rap albums of the year. Now, at first I was going to do like top 10 albums, period, like any genre, but I was like, I'll never get a good list because I always want to put something in there. So I just did rap albums. Next year, 2019, I'll do top 10 albums, any genre. But anyway, so first I'm gonna do my top 10 albums, then I'm gonna drop my list for best films and then best TV shows. So let me go ahead and start off with first off, let me do honorable mentions because there's a lot of albums I wanted to put on there. And I know you're gonna say, well, why is that not on there? Listen, that's my list. Go debate your mama and tell her to put her teeth in while she at it. Anyway, so right off the bat, it's two albums that I had initially put on my list at like 8 and 7, but I took them off for other things. So number one, The Carters. Everything is Everything. Now, if this was all genres, this probably would have made it. But since it's hip hop and it got some pop on it, I didn't put it on the list. But R&B, pop, whatever. But another one is Freeway, Think Free. Really solid album. Freeway really don't get credit for his bars. Like, dude can really get busy. And I just, I mess with him. Gotta make $1 million on the record. But Pusha T and Nas album didn't make it, Daytona and Nasir, because they just wasn't long enough. 7 songs, it was good music, but I needed more. And I wanted more. I craved more. So that's why they didn't make it, T.I., Dime Trap. When I hear Dime, I ain't Steve Nash. When I hear Trap and I hear T.I. associated with it, just like if I hear Trap and Jeezy or Trap and Gucci Mane, I expect it to sound a certain way and a certain type of lyrics going to come from it. And that didn't happen. So therefore, I just didn't get what I was looking for. But it wasn't no bad album. Lyrics didn't suck or anything like that. I just was looking for a little more gutterness from Dime Trap. So maybe I should try to listen to it again, see what it does for my soul now. Same thing go for like if I hear Shorty Red production or something like that. I'm gonna think that type of beats and stuff, but Lupe Fiasco's new one dropped, Draga's Wave. It's not his best album, it's not his worst album. It's got some classic hard Lupe on there, but I needed something else, Lou. And that wasn't it. T Grizzly, Still My Moment, Belly Immigrant, Swiss Beats Poison. Like Swiss Beats got some bangers on that joint. Like bangers. Diggy, Lighten Up, shout out to Diggy. K Camp, Rare Sounds. Like if I had a top 20, I probably would have all these albums on there. But since I don't, I had to get it to 10. So all those albums I just mentioned, the Belly and the Swiss Beats, all those were good albums, but they weren't top 10 albums. They were just really solid projects that I can just enjoy, go listen to the songs I like, and keep it moving. Now, my top 10, some of them I can listen to front to back, and some of them I can't. Some of them I just like what I like on it. So right away, number 10, Post Malone. Post Malone, didn't you just say Pop and Beyonce and listen, something about this way this man can just find a beat, sing on it, and make it sound like that. Dude is incredible. I don't want to get much more into it than that, but listen, he got a song in there called Stay. Just go listen how that man be singing on that joint like that. It's true. Let me stop. So go ahead and listen to that, man. Really good, solid production and music on that. Number 9, Slim Thug. Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, didn't that come out 2017 December? Yes. So mines go from December 1st, 2017 to December 1st of 2018. That's my cutoff date. I'm going to stick with it. But Slim Thug, The World Is Yours, no joke. I cannot tell you the last time I listened to a Slim Thug album or even enjoyed a Slim Thug album. But this one right here, if you like Southern rap music, go put on R.I.P. The Parking Lot by Slim Thug and Paul Wall. And I guarantee you just going to feel like you just need to ride real slow, whatever type of car you got, and drink some New or Lean. That nigga Offset is a dumbass. But anyway, go listen to that really hot album. He got at least 6 or 7 songs you could just want to put on repeat. Dude did his thing on that. YG Stay Dangerous. I'm not a YG fan. But I gave his album a listen. I'm like, he kind of funny. He kind of on point. It's 10 times harder for real. Okay, YG. So shout out to YG. He got a really solid production, really solid album. I don't know. At one part, I kind of thought he was illiterate, so I started hearing his interviews. I'm like, no, that's just, the street in him. But good, cool dude. I like the music, like the album, just really solid. West Coast really released some really hot albums this year, so YG is one of them. Definitely go get YG's album, Stay Dangerous. Really cool. He a super blood. What can I say? Number 7. Listen, I know why you're asking me why am I looking down, because I'm looking at the album, so I'll make sure I go in order. Listen, don't judge me for my list, but I just like this album. Rae Sremmurd released Shrimp Life 3, but I only like Slim Jimmy's album. That album is bumping. He got this is what I would like to listen to when I was 16. Like stuff like this listen. Brinks Truck, Chanel, the song he got with Zoe Kravitz, just fire. Like, dude got hella cuts. So, coming in at number 7, Shrimp Life 3, on each Slim Jimmy's album. I didn't like the group album, and I definitely didn't like Sway Lee's album. Okay, so number 6 just made the list, and it's kind of high. And I was on Twitter one night, and everybody was just talking about, oh, this is so raw, this is so raw. Usually that doesn't do nothing for me. But I saw it for at least like a good 2 hours on just being on Twitter, laying in bed one night. So before I went to sleep, I listened to J.I.D. DiCaprio 2. So when I first time I heard it, I was like, oh, that's okay. So then I woke up the next morning, I listened to it on the way to work. I'm like, whoa, dude got bars. Like, listen, just listen to the first 2 bars in Squawberries. That song is amazing. The lyrics is amazing. The structure of his flow on that is amazing. His subject matter is amazing. Listen to 151. Just listen to that beat. J.I.D. DiCaprio 2. I'm not going to say class. I'm not going to say flawless. I'm going to just say that's a really good album. It's really good. I recommend it to any and everyone if you're a true rap fan. So now let's get into that top 5, baby. So at number 5, I like every album he's released in the past, his past 3 albums. So both of his projects with Premier Prime were just hot albums. So we're going to go with Royce da 5'9", Book of Ryan at number 5. Really, really, really good album. Like, really good. And if you don't think or you don't know about them, you should. If you are a fan of pure rap lyrics, rhymes, flows, subject matter, topics, speed, rap fast, rap slow, mid-level, like whatever you constitute as a great rapper, he's got it. He embodies it. So go listen to Book of Ryan. I recommend listening to that song, Cocaine. That's, wow, just phenomenal. I might listen to that today. At number 4, I got both of Detroit back to back. I got Kamikaze. He kind of had a rough year. People didn't like, his previous work. We won't mention it because people didn't like it. I liked it. But because of that, y'all got him to do this. And he has my favorite artist right now out there. Like, I have a favorite rapper and a favorite artist. My favorite rapper is J. Cole, but my favorite artist is Jessie Reyes. And she's on this album, and I was just so amazed to see her on there doing what she do best. And Kamikaze, is top 5 rapper of all time. Can't nobody tell me no different. I know sometimes his raps can just be like, but it's Kamikaze where it's at. So you definitely got to go listen to Nice Guys with Jessie Reyes on there. That's fire. Anyway, coming in at number 3 out of my top 3, I just said who my favorite rapper was. J. Cole, K.O.D. I actually went to see him in concert. Shout out to Elizabeth. We went to see him in concert, man. That was a dope concert. Slim Thug. Young Thug was there, and he was just so boring on stage to me, but people loved him. Jada Smith was there, but it was weird. He did Icon twice, so I need him to get his hits up. But anyway, J. Cole's concert was tight. It was tight, real tight. But K.O.D., what can I say? J. Cole's the best rapper alive right now. He's J. Cole's probably needs to be in my top 10 rappers of all time because he hasn't made one bad album. One bad album. In my opinion. So that was my third album. So Kids on Drugs, Kill Our Demons, you know? So my final two albums, like I said, West Coast been putting out great music. So, you know, just like YG, Nipsey Hussle at number 2 with Victory Lap. Listen, I never listened to Nipsey Hussle a day in my life. I never listened to one song. Couldn't tell you a Nipsey Hussle bar if my life depended on it. Somebody's like, I give you $100 million for a Nipsey Hussle bar before Victory Lap come out. I'd be like, can I Google it, please? Like, because I didn't listen to him. I knew about him. I heard about him. I heard he released a CD for $100. He big in the West Coast. You know, this is just that dude. So I was like, you know what? It's time. Let me listen to it. Only took me one listen. I was like 4 or 5 songs in. I was making that face like, See that network pause. But anyway, I was like, Dad, it's a really, really hot album. This really has substance to it. That really embodies what me as a 34-year-old man who still loves hip hop, this is what I want to hear, you know, and the things he was talking about. And he rapped over my favorite Jay-Z beat of all time, Hard Knocks Life, well, one of them. I'm not saying my favorite, one of them. And I was like, dang, he getting busy. So if you ever heard Victory Lap, you need to just sit down and just enjoy it. Like, I listen to that when I work out sometimes. Just don't even need to skip a song. Let my man Nipsey just carry me away. So that's my second. And coming in at number 1, I told you West Coast released great projects this year. Coming in at number 1 is Jay Rock Redemption. Like, I'm going to just say, you know, I'm not going to go here. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan. I'm not saying he can't rap because obviously he can. I'm not saying he's not nice because obviously he is. But he's not in my top 10 rappers out right now. I don't like Kendrick. He just rambles too much for me. But this Jay Rock album, though, it's Redemption? Yeah. You know, I was just walking to the gym one day and I said, let me listen to it. Because I heard him previous before, but I never listened to his album. So I put it on and I was like, man, this is bumping. And, you know, I like when people talk about their city with love. You know, sometimes people can talk about the city in malicious and a malice way. And they can just have ill will and ill intent to why they don't like the city. But he talked about both sides, and he just talked about his life, and he expressed his love for things and how he's trying to straighten up and be on the up and up. And I just really enjoyed this album. Solid production, solid flow, just somebody who I like to listen to now. So when I hear Jay Rock verses or he's on a song, I tend to listen more now because of this album. So there it is, my top 10. Jay Rock, you know, he did his thing, man. So we got number 10, we got Beer Bongs and Bentley. Number 9, Slim Thug, The World Is Yours. Number 8, Stay Dangerous, YG. Number 7, Shrimp Life 3, Only Slim Jimmy's album. Pause. Number 6, J.I.D., DiCaprio 2. Number 5, Booker Ryan. Number 4, Eminem, Kamikaze. Number 3, K.O.D., J. Cole. Number 2, Victory Lap, Nipsey Hussle. And number 1 is Jay Rock Redemption. I'm going to release a couple of more lists, my top 10 movies of the year, my top 10 TV shows of the year. But this is just the first one I wanted to get out because I don't really have much time to record this video. So I took the time to do them now. So thank you. And, you know, like always, leave me a comment. Hit that like button. And until the next one, eat more chicken.